Good morning, beautiful. I hope that you are well rested and ready to begin your day. I hope that you had some good dreams going on. This is your daily insight on life and love for April 6th, 2021, also timeless. So wherever you're catching it, it might be relevant. If not, hey, I hope that you enjoyed the show. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the bell for notifications. If you have questions about booking a private session, email address or social media, DM me. Email address is in the description. We're kicking this off with regular rider weight. Sometimes people get so caught in their own head that they have no way to alleviate the pressure, so it's this itching to fight, itching to have some sort of a lashing out. Whoever this is involving, they don't have the tools to express themselves adequately, so it's going to a very primal place of lashing out. This person, it's not personal towards you, but whoever this is, they just want to fight. They want to get out their stress, their aggression, their feeling of restlessness and hopelessness. You're not the issue. And honestly, you don't have to fight. You don't have to engage in this situation. You see the mind game that they are trying to play. And Spirit is saying, please, for the love of God, see it for what it is and have patience. There is a psychotic pleasure in wanting to poke that bear and wanting to show some sort of dominance in your life. I wish I could say that, this is exclusive to anyone, but really we all have that ability inside of us to, want to show that sense of, who do you think you're talking to? Don't be that person. This is not the time, not the place, and really patience is going to pay off in the long run with this. So it's really important right now that you stay mindful, you stay focused, and you actually look at whoever this is with an eye of compassion. They're going through something right now and they don't know how to translate this with their words. So I don't care what their age is. I don't care who they are. Whoever this is, they're going through something that they cannot articulate at the time. And I feel this feeling with them of huge repression, and they're ready to burst. It's a very short fuse that this person is dealing with, and you don't have to engage in it. I do feel like this is something in your proximity, which is why I'm bringing this up to you. I do feel like it's somebody who's connected to you. So let's see more about this person. What does their higher self want to tell you? This can be romantic, it can be family, it can be friends, it can be colleagues. Somebody has this desire to just freak out. You want to know what? We all get there sometimes. Sometimes we want to buy that glass room where we can just smash everything. I have no idea where I would find one, but I know that it's a thing. You know what I was thinking about last night? That axe throwing game. Like, I get that this is something that a lot of cultures do, but why did we feel like it was a good idea to isolate a place where you get, your drink on, then you just start throwing axes? Fun, but what? All right, so what is this anxiety-ridden and panicky person's higher self want to tell you? What do they want to tell you? They feel stuck. They need a win. And they feel like they've gotten nothing done. It's this sense of incomplete with them. So what greater way to make them feel better about themselves rather than to make it other people's problem, huh? Go ahead, tell me all right. They're dealing with a lot of karmic lessons. The more that I feel these people and the more that I'm reading about them right now, I feel really bad for them. Kind of want to give them a hug if I wasn't 100% convinced that they would try and stab. All right. They need to be able to talk to somebody. I feel like they're incredibly lonely and they're exhausted and they're trying to get their spark back. So it's like they're at a low point and they're trying to swing the pendulum in such a different way so fast that it's making their head spin. I do feel like they're coming back with fiery energy. This can be Aries energy. They don't have to have it as their main sign, but for some reason I'm being pulled towards Aries energy right now. And I do know a lot of amazing Aries. I'm going to give a shout out to my girl Sam. How's it going, babe? Oh man, she's this amazing psychic friend of mine who I've known for a few years now. Love and appreciate her so much. Definitely soul fam. How's this? Okay, yeah, it is upright. So this is what their higher self is also talking about. Nothing is turning out the way that they had thought. But the thing is, they think that this is just how it's going to be. They're seeing this current situation as an end result. This is actually pulling me towards a mini read. It seems like they're trying to fix something up in their life and they feel like they have no authority and nobody's listening. There's a lot of change and cycle completion going on here. If they just took a minute to breathe and realize that they didn't have to do all of this right now, in the now, they wouldn't be holding themselves back with such hopelessness. They wouldn't feel so depressed. They would actually be able to see this as an opportunity to check out their resources and see what else they can make happen. They feel like everything that they are building on is false. So actually, before I go to the mini read on that, why do they feel like this is false? Because for them, this is happening too fast. It's too much, too soon. And they have a lot of things that they haven't even... They've repressed the trauma. And now it's bubbling to the surface. They really need to be able to talk to somebody. This could be you if you receive them with compassion. But I still see that right now they need to kind of calm down before they approach you. Either that or they need to talk to family or counseling, but it definitely involves some sort of an emotional purge that's going on right now. And this, I feel like they're dealing with trauma from relationships, and it doesn't have to be romantic, but I think this is a common theme in their life where they have, it's terror. There's a form of terror here and a form of betrayal. And a lot of breakups in their life. And again, that doesn't have to be romantic. They could just simply have this theme of loss of incredibly important people in their life. So they need to be told that everything is okay. Okay, what am I seeing with the mini reads? They need a lot of reassurance right now. They haven't moved on from the past and they're terrified of letting themselves get excited for the future. They need to be able to be told that, you know, hey, you're not doing this alone, but also you can't overcompensate for them and just do their work that they have to do for themselves. You can't drag them through that door. You can't prove to them that everything's going to be okay. All that you can do is show up every single day as your authentic self and hold space for wherever they choose to step in with it. And let me reiterate that if this person is abusive, it is not your place to hold place for them, but rather than separate yourself so they can go get the adequate help that they need. But let's entertain the concept that they are probably not abusive. Again, if they are, drop it like it's hot. Let's see. You are safe and the situation is under perfect control of the divine providence and universal order. Only infuse loving thoughts and emotion into the situation and ensure that the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly to and through you. The burden of carting your past around has made you wary. You think? Dear one, it's time to set this burden down. Keep only lessons and love. Leave everything else behind. You don't want this and you don't need this. Now it is gone. You will more easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receiving. Without discerning your thoughts, just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas if you are watching a movie. This is a scene of creativity. So what this is telling me is, first off, with everything that they have worked on in the past, whether creating their environment, there was always this fear of running from something or trying to be anything but whatever the trauma was, which when you run from your past rather than process or facing it, you inevitably will repeat it in some way, shape, or form, which is what this person's mind is doing to them right now. Now, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychologist. I am a life coach and a mojo mentor, and I do healing work. That being said, this they have not processed, and everything that they have manifested was at a place of running from something. So mentally, it does look like they are repeating it and projecting whoever those character traits onto other people. So they need to have some sort of a reconciliation with whoever their important people are in their life. I'm not talking about the old traumas that they will be getting closure on, but whoever they're projecting these characters on in the current, they need to be able to address this with those particular people and clarify the situation, because I feel like both parties have a deep care for each other. It's just there's a block between them, not from particularly you or anyone else involved on this side, but from the person who's experiencing that insecurity and trauma revival. So this is what we are currently looking at right now. Okay. Oh, interesting. We got the Hangman. So it seems like talk to this person about if they have, well, when they're in a place of being okay. Ask them if they've been dealing with any sort of reoccurring nightmares, any vivid dreams. Ask them if they have been even able to sleep, because it seems like this is something that's been inescapable from them, and it seems like they are kind of just dangling themselves in front of themselves, if that makes sense. So this is holding this back. I have a feeling that their dreams have been so realistic and so vivid that what they're seeing in front of them is kind of shocking and overwhelming. I feel like whatever this has been is making them over-censored in the day. All right, so aside from that, what does Spirit want you to, what advice does Spirit have for you on this situation? Because it seems like you are stepping into the caring role from an outside perspective. All right. Speak your piece to them. Let them know that you are there for them, if it's not abusive. And then just step back and let them work with that. They have to be able to digest it. And give them your insight on this, and let them know that you know that they're going through a hard time and it feels like they're completely out of their element. But it's perfectly fine. There's no judgment, and that when they are ready, they can come to you or to anybody else. Let them know that no matter what, you'll always, keep a watchful eye on them, or be that person for them, and know that they can come to you with everything, and that you'll help them however you can through this. Again, not by overextending yourself, but by I guess holding space and utilizing what tools that they currently don't know how to use, and showing them how to use it. In that way, you are stepping into the healing role, being a conduit for showing them how they can heal. And then this, I do see a positive form of reconciliation. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic. I'm not feeling like this reading is romantic at all, to be honest. I feel like this is very compassionate and caregiving. And also I feel like this is going to be a long road ahead for all the parties involved in this, in the order of healing, and also in the order of communication. So in doing this, you guys are avoiding a lot of tower moments, and this person, I think, is going to be very grateful for that, because I do see that they have felt really overwhelmed. And I do see that You are giving them a sense of security, grounding, and protectiveness. I have a feeling that whoever this is involving hasn't felt very protected in a lot of aspects of their life. And I know that that's probably been the case with you too, but you're at a different place than this person is. So the reason why I bring that up is you've already gone through a plethora of traumas, dark night of the souls, tower moments, ascension pieces. Now you're seeing somebody else go through their own version of it. And it's like you recognize the signs. And you wanna know what? I've been through that. And I'm going to, you know, hold that space for you. So, if you follow this advice, the likely outcome, it does look like a positive form of reconciliation. Am I feeling the mini reads for this? No, I'm going to put these over here. This person will have clarity and they will get their stride back. And I think that they'll be a lot more open with you. And I actually feel like this is a very deep soul bond that you guys share. I don't feel like it's I don't feel like this particular connection and what's going on is anything romantic. So we're going to step away from, you know, thinking that you're waiting for the soulmate twin flame thing. And again, let me reiterate, that will not, the soulmate twin flame thing is only a reflection of your internal work. So when you have done all the work and you've stepped into the wholeness yourself, that is when a person of like compatibility will show up on the outside, and that's when the connection will start. And this one, I do feel like it is a deep soul bond, a form of soulmate, but I also feel like it is teacher, student, healer, healed, and it's very platonic, this form of connection. But I also see that as long-standing through time as this is, you are stepping into the protector and the re-energizing and the nurturing role. Very divine feminine relation in this one. And then we have the Emperor again. So we have a king and we have a queen. And I'm just going to take away the gender because, you know, you can intermingle these. We all have masculine and feminine inside of us. You are helping this person step into their power. And I think that you'll be very proud by the outcome of this. This is going to be a very short-lived spat, and I do feel like they will be getting through their insecurities, and you'll start to actually physically see them grow as a person. I think that you'll be able to see the switch that flips off inside of them. So what does the connection look like after this? A lot less stress, a lot less tit for tat and, you know, tally marks against anybody. I do feel like it'll draw you guys in closer, and I think that this is going to be something that is only going to grow through time. So as in tune as you guys will be after this spat, I also feel like the love and appreciation that both parties have for the other person involved is only going to expand after this. This is a forever evolving and unfolding relationship, and I do feel like this person feels like they come out on top, not over you, but over their demons. And I do feel like they will have a huge sense of closure in their life. And I do feel like they will be able to let go of the past. I do see that they will be walking away from it, and they're going to be working on grounding. And I do feel like, in a way, they see you as either a paternal or maternal figure. And it's like they see you as that protector, caregiver, and want to, in a way, make you proud when it's not really something that is an issue. They're getting rid of all their burdens. They're focusing on what they do want. And this person is learning how to stand up for themselves. And it does look like they have a lot of divine nurture issues that they will be healing. A lot of their issues is stemming from a place of lack. So I'm being pulled to one of these spirit postcards. So I'm going to read that particular one right now, and then I'm going to call in the reading. All right, check the timestamps. If this reading didn't resonate, maybe the mini reads will suit you. But if you have questions about booking your session, again, my email address is in the description. You can find me on any social platform. So this is the one I was thinking about. All right. Things are stirred up and change is upon you. This is cause for celebration. No need to be nervous. But know that it's okay to be afraid when faced with uncertainties of life. The funny thing is that courage doesn't get mustered in the absence of fear, rather in spite of it, or even because of it. Step into the unknown now and let go of the branch that you are clinging to, and let Spirit take the wheel and help steer you to your highest good. And the most wonderful adventure of all you need to concern yourself with is choosing courage as your ally. Leave the rest up to us. There's a load of miracles being shipped your way, and remember what philosopher Joseph Campbell said. Take one step towards the gods, and they'll take 10 towards you. We're all doing the Destiny Cha-Cha on your behalf. That's right. Don't be afraid to dance. Loving you always. Love, Spirit. You know that this doesn't end at midnight, so this is a projection of your future and apparently someone else's future based off of current circumstances, and if you choose to follow this road and follow the advice. So I hope that this made sense. I hope you have an amazing day. Go rock it. Go make it yours. Sending you a ton of love. You know the deal. Think of a loved one who has crossed over. And if you can't think of anybody, it's going to be from the main guide. But listen with an open heart and an open mind. These are important messages. Today feels really intense. There's only one you, and you have a unique path and special purpose. You're supposed to have specific experiences in this world and meet certain people, but then it is up to you how you live, how awake you choose to be, and how willing you are to grow and strip away what's false. Don't compare yourself to others. It's easy to think that a person is happier just because their outside looks good according to society standards. But you can't really know anyone's internal experience. Compare yourself only to your past self. How far have you come? Don't be distracted by what others are doing or accomplishing. Stay focused on what inspires you. That is how you get successful and find happiness. Want what you have now, not what someone else has. We love you immensely. Know that your journey ahead is sparkling with miracles and wondrous things. Trust. Loving you for always and forever. Love, Spirit. You know the deal. Think of a loved one who's crossed over. If you can't think of anybody, it's from your main guide. Don't sweat it. Listen with an open heart and an open mind. Oh my. Things are getting stirred up and change is upon you. This is cause for celebration. No need to be nervous. But know that it's okay to be afraid when faced with uncertainties of life. The funny thing is, courage doesn't get mustered in the absence of fear, rather in spite of it, or even because of it. Step into the unknown now and let go of the branch that you're clinging to, and let Spirit take the wheel and help steer you to your highest good and most wondrous adventure. All you need to concern yourself with is choosing courage as your ally. Leave the rest upon us. There's a load of miracles being shipped your way. Remember what philosopher Joseph Campbell said. Take one step towards the gods and they'll take 10 towards you. We're all doing the Destiny Cha-Cha on your behalf. That's right. Don't be afraid to dance. Loving you always, Spirit. Why is it Cha-Cha? You know, I think about that every time this pops up because why the Cha-Cha? That is super cheese. I love it though. Well, it's really important to look at this connection or relationship or whatever this situation is in your life. I do feel like it's rather personal. Look at it with compassion. Treat it with compassion. This, you don't have to wait for the other person to fail you on some aspect of this. You don't have to take control over the situation. This, a lot of the fear action that you're doing is completely sense of lack and also past trauma that's coming up. This soulmate relationship, whatever it's showing up as, does have the grounds for distance in your life. I am seeing long-term around this, but the counterpart in this, whoever's reflecting you, whoever this happens to be, they are at a crossroads in life. They're walking away from something. So muster up some courage and have faith that whatever they're walking away from, it's not you in this instance. So look, they need compassion. They need that feeling of safety, and they're going to find it in themselves, but that it has to be walked towards to you. That makes sense. All right. Don't sabotage the happiness because you're afraid that they won't step up. I know that that's not fun to hear. You'll get through it. What are you concocting? Not somebody new is in your life or is new, like within this moment. This is either recent, current, or very near future. Somebody's stepping up into your life and is going to catch you by storm. But in the meantime, what you need to do right now is work on letting go of the past and stop panicking about the situation. Stop panicking about how wonderful you are, how lovable you are, finding your happiness. If you're looking for your happiness in another person and betting it on a relationship, I'm sorry, you're going to fall flat on your face and you're going to hate yourself and the partner you put that issue on. This, you have to find that wholeness in yourself. Think about what makes you happy in life. Think about what brings you joy, the simplicities of it. Think about the world that you are creating and be embodiment of that. This is going to be reflected on the outside. You will have that sense of joy and happiness with a partner, not in a partner. I hope that made sense.